Hello, this is Sherline of Kathanika. The story I have for you is called The Miser and the Fish. Once upon a time, there lived a man. This man was rich and wealthy, but he was a miser. A miser is a person who does not like to spend his money. This miser was stingy and did not like to spend his money at all, not even on food if he could help it. This miser loved to eat fish. But the miser thought it was a waste to pay a fishmonger or a fisherman for the fish. Why should I pay them just to transfer the fish from the water to my table? Thought he. So this miser, he did not buy his fish from the fishmonger like most of us do. Oh no, not he. This miser, he went to the pond himself to catch his fish, so he could get the fish for free. One afternoon, the miser was fishing at the village pond. He wished to eat some lovely fish that day. The miser put in the fishing line into the water and waited. Ah, I'm going to prepare some nice fish curry and maybe a slice of fry fish too. Yum, yum, said the miser, smiling to himself as his mouth began watering by the thought of the fish that he was going to eat. The pond was full of fish, and very soon there was a strong tug at the end of the line. The miser quickly pulled in the line. His mouth fell open in surprise. The miser had caught a beautiful, extraordinary fish. The fish had scales of silver and gold, and it glittered and shimmered and glimmered in the sunlight. Just as the miser unhooked the fish and put it into his basket, the fish began to speak. Man, oh man, I'm an enchanted fish. If you let me go, I will grant you one wish. The miser, he couldn't believe his ears. Was this true? If it was, this was his chance to get rich. Very well, fish. I'll let you go. But here is my wish, said the miser. I wish that you give me all the money I can carry on my back. That will be easily done, said the fish. In the blink of an eye, the miser found next to him a big bag full of money, and the fish, it had vanished. The miser, he was very happy. He put the bag of money on his back and went home. That night, the miser sat up counting his money. He counted and he counted and he counted all night long and into the morning. There was a lot of money in the bag. But just like all other misers, this miser was not satisfied. He wanted more. That afternoon, the miser went back to the pond, hoping that he might catch the enchanted fish and get another wish. The miser put out the fishing line and prepared to wait. Soon enough, there was a tug at the end of the fishing line. The miser quickly pulled in the line eagerly. And there, as you may have guessed, hanging at the end of the fishing line was the enchanted, silvery, glittering fish once more. I have caught you again, said the miser. Man, oh man, I am an enchanted fish, and if you let me go, I will grant you one wish. The miser was very happy. He had come prepared with a coat full of pockets for his wish. I want money, as much as I can carry on my back, and I want all my pockets full of money too, said the miser gleefully.
Whoopee! My, what a lucky thing to have chanced upon this enchanted fish. I will come here every afternoon and catch this fish, and it will have to grant me a wish to be set free. And each day I shall ask for a bag full of money. Imagine how rich I'm going to get. He laughed.
The fish seemed to have read the miser's thoughts. Now look here, said the fish. You can't make a habit of this, you know. I cannot grant you wishes every day.
What do you mean?
Asked the miser.
Can't I catch you every day and get a wish?
No, said the enchanted fish. You see, we enchanted fish, we can never give more than 3 wishes to human beings. 1 wish a day. You had 1 wish yesterday, and you will get 1 today. You were lucky enough to catch me on both days. Now, if a human being catches me tomorrow, I can give only 1 more wish.
Very well,
said the miser.
I'll catch you tomorrow.
But the fish had disappeared. And there, by the side of the miser, was the big bag full of money. As quick as you could say fish, the miser was on his way with his big bag full of money and all his pockets full of money too. Oh, the miser had a tough time getting home lugging all that money. That night, the miser once again began counting the money he had received. He counted and he counted and he counted. This time, there was so much money. The miser, he stayed up all night and half of the next day counting it. It was midday when the miser remembered what the fish had told him. The miser looked out of the window. It was already afternoon.
I must get to the pond and catch that enchanted fish again before any other person catches it,
thought the miser. The miser stood up, he put on his coat and began walking towards the door. When he stopped.
But what am I going to do about all the money in the house?
He wondered. He couldn't leave it unguarded.
I know. I will put all the money in the cupboard and put the rest under the bed. But what if somebody breaks in and steals the money? He thought. No. I'll go to the backyard, I'll dig a hole and I'll bury the money. But somebody might see me do it, and it will take forever to dig the hole, put in the money and cover it up. No, that wouldn't do.
And then the miser saw his big horse-drawn wagon.
I'll just take the money with me,
he decided at last. So the miser loaded all the money onto the wagon and covered it with a big pile of hay. Then he took the wagon with him to the pond. When the miser arrived at the pond, he couldn't believe his eyes. Everybody from the village was fishing. There was the baker and the flour seller. There was the cobbler and the metalsmith.
This can't be,
muttered the miser angrily.
Get away from here,
he shouted to the crowd.
This is my fishing place. Says who?
Said the carpenter.
It is the village pond and everyone has a right to fish here,
said the flour seller. The miser was annoyed. He must think of a way to get these people away from the pond. The miser, he pursed his lips and thought hard. He got an idea.
I will pay these people here to leave. I will give away all the money in the wagon. When I catch the enchanted fish, I can ask for more money. In fact, I can ask for a wagon full of money. And why one wagon full? I can ask for 2 such wagons. Ah, why 2? I will ask for 10 wagons full of money,
thought the greedy miser, rubbing his hands. He put his plan into action.
Now look here, all of you,
announced the miser.
I'll give you money and you can leave the pond and go home.
Give you money? Ha ha ha! Laughed the carpenter.
Don't we all know what a stingy old man you are?
He said.
No, I really will give you money. Look here, this wagon is full of money. Take as much as you want and leave.
The miser then threw off the hay from the wagon and showed the villagers the stacks of money hidden underneath. The villagers could hardly believe their eyes. They grabbed the bundles of money and went away. The miser began laughing. He laughed and he laughed.
What fools they were! Now I can catch the enchanted fish, and with my last wish, I can get all my money back and lots more.
He then threw the fishing line into the water and waited. Just about then, an old man came by. The old man stopped and asked, how's the fishing?
None of your business,
snapped the miser.
Go away.
Very well, replied the old man. But I hope you are as lucky as I was today.
What do you mean?
asked the miser.
Well, when I was fishing earlier today, I caught an enchanted fish. It said something about granting me a last wish.
The miser's mouth dropped open.
I couldn't believe it,
continued the old man.
Enchanted fish! There is no such thing, said I to the fish. But the fish insisted I ask for a wish.
What? Said the miser, going pale. His mouth went dry. He was afraid to ask, but finally he muttered,
Oh, what did you wish?
Oh, said the old man.
I thought I'd test to see if what the fish claimed was true, so I just wished that everybody in the village would come out here and fish this afternoon.
Upon hearing this, the miser was so shocked. He was so shocked he fell to his knees and tumbled into the pond. And that was the story of the miser and the fish. Thank you for listening. To find more stories, do subscribe to our channel and share this story with your friends. Bye-bye.